This coming Saturday, the 31st of December, will see Manchester United take on Wolverhampton Wanderers on the road. Erik Ten Hag's squad will be hoping to build on the momentum gained from their 2 wins in a row since the start of the domestic football season. The encounter on New Year's Eve at Molineux provides the Reds with a chance to conclude 2022 on a high note, and the fact that it kicks off at 12:30 Greenwich Mean Time means that there is a possibility to enter the coveted top 4 places in the Premier League before the other teams play their weekend matches. Despite the fact that they are currently 18th in the table, our hosts are sure to be difficult opponents thanks to the impact that new manager Julen Lopetegui will have on their play. Let's take a look at how the two teams are preparing for our last encounter of this calendar year now that the impacts of the World Cup and winter break are starting to wear off. This will be our last match of this year. News from the United team. The inclusion of Raphael Varane back into Ten Hag's starting lineup on December 21 at Old Trafford was a big boon for the team's performance in the 3-0 victory over Nottingham Forest. The Frenchman was the first finalist from the World Cup in Qatar to resume playing for his club, and he looked as impressive and composed as ever despite having an unfamiliar partner at the heart of the defense in the form of left-back Luke Shaw. The Frenchman was the first finalist to return to action after the tournament in Qatar. Varane played for 77 minutes before being taken off the field and replaced by Harry Maguire, who is the captain of the club and was designated as a substitute since he is still recovering from an illness. In addition to Scott McTominay and Victor Lindelof, who were both out due to illness, Jadon Sancho and Axel Tuanzebe were out for a lengthier period of time and were not included in United's matchday squad to play Forest. Defending champion Lisandro Martinez did not play on Tuesday night either, but the Argentine returned to first-team training at Carrington the following day. Reece Bennett, Zidane Iqbal, and Alejandro Garnacho were the 3 young players that were included in the team that competed against Forest. Alejandro Garnacho was the one who came on as a substitute for Antony in the 65th minute. As we get closer to Saturday's encounter against Wolves, there is a possibility that additional team news will be made public by United. On Friday, the pre-match press conference given by Ten Hag will be broadcast live online in 2 segments beginning at 13:30 and 22:30 Greenwich Mean Time. News about the Wolves team. Despite the fact that our adversaries' start to the season has not been what they would have hoped for, the recent hiring of manager Julen Lopetegui indicates that they are still a significant threat. Daniel Podence and Ryan Ait-Nouri scored the goals that led their team to a 2-1 victory away against Everton on Boxing Day. The victory was the former Real Madrid manager's first in the Premier League since taking over as Everton's manager. Wang Hee-chan started on the wing in place of Goncalo Guedes in the team that had defeated Gillingham 2-0 in the Carabao Cup 6 days earlier. This move allowed Lopetegui's side to pull off the dramatic come-from-behind victory at Goodison Park in the nick of time. Diego Costa, who previously played for Chelsea, has been Wolves' primary offensive threat in their last 2 matches, and it is anticipated that he will continue to play that role against United this weekend. However, Lopetegui is also dealing with the aftereffects of a long-term ailment. Chiquinho, Pedro Neto, and Sasa Kalajic are unable to play, and Boubacar Traoré and Johnny are in a battle against the clock to get well enough to be considered for the team. Podence, who scored Wolves' equalizer against Everton in the early half of that match, is questionable to play against United but still has a chance to do so. Thank you for watching.